So this is my second video, and I'm gonna make different videos because I do have a lot of different things going on, as any person out there probably does. But I'm a makeup artist and a hairstylist, as well as my weight loss journey. So what I'm gonna start off with is within 10 minutes, because that's as long as the video is, to get kind of like a morning look. So I don't know if you can see, but I do have some acne scars. Okay, so I usually start off with a really good moisturizing cream. I personally like to use NutriMoist by Nutrimedics. It's really great, and it feels so amazing. So I usually just rub that on, and you have to make sure that you get it everywhere. Make sure your hands are clean. That's number one, is you don't want to get anything on your face that you don't need. Okay, perfect. I always get my neck just because I love that. You should always use, this is the least strongest finger on your hand, around your eyes, of course. Okay, so now that that's on, I want to kind of go into the fact that I have brushes, I have lots of brushes, but not everybody out there has the money to get a lot of brushes, so this is just doing the whole look with just a sponge. Now, what I'm going to go into right now is what do you do if you don't have the exact color match, right? A lot of people go through that issue. So this is a palette that I have, okay? And I see one is a really dark color and one's a really light color. So I just kind of put the two next to each other, and then I mix them just like this until I use more of the light and then put a little bit of the dark into it until I see a color that I think would match my skin pretty well. And then I kind of go, I don't believe in like having to be perfect the first time as far as matching goes. That'll come with time. You'll start to kind of get to know the idea. And besides, I always like it a little bit darker right around here anyway. Kind of gives you a little bit of shading, right? Okay. I'm trying to do this without a mirror, yes. Kind of looking at the screen at the same time. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, you don't have intense coverage when you just use a foundation, right? You should always, if you really want intense coverage, go back with a cover up of some sort. But you know what, for me today, it's my day off. I'm good. Okay, so then next, really quickly, is I'm just gonna go straight to my eye. I already decided that I'm gonna do an intense, well, semi-intense eye. Okay, so, this is kind of a lot harder than I would imagine. I'm doing this all without looking in a mirror, so this is kind of interesting. I've never done this before. Oh. Not so bad. Doesn't have to be perfect. Well, for me, at least right now, I don't really mind. Okay, so that is done. We're at 4 minutes. Okay, and then you want to put your lip on. I kind of like a little bit of color. Okay, bottom lip, and then it goes to the top. This is a pink little shimmer. I like pink, as you'll probably tell at the end. And if you want to do a gloss over, you're more than welcome to do that. So here is a little bit of a Burt's Bees type of gloss. Shimmer, shimmer. Okay. I always kind of, because my face looks a little bit, dull, I like to do some blush. Now for my skin tone, I don't mind pinker blushes. Some people have a problem with that. Me, I love it. So I always do my cheekbone, go up. This is so interesting, not doing this with a mirror. Yeah, so Next time I do this, I probably will use a mirror, but for now, this is will do. Right? And you can, obviously, you just do the amount that you feel comfortable with. Me, I love to concentrate on my cheekbone, and then I move it upwards because I'm 30. I'm not 20, and we really need to bring it up to kind of lift our faces a little bit more when you start aging. When you're younger, you can really concentrate on your cheek and just do a nice bright cheek, but when you get older, it's not in the books. Okay, so then I like to kind of go through my eyes real quick. Like I said, I have sponges, but I'm going to use this all with sponge today because I want people to know that they can get this done even if they don't have all those fancy brushes that people out there have. This is just kind of like a really light, pale, shimmery eyeshadow. Okay. Okay, perfect. And then this is a little bit darker shimmer. I'm going to use the I used a flat tip for that first one. Now I'm going to use the corner. It has a little bit of the blush on it, but I don't really mind pink tones if they do for some reason come on my eye. I'm using the corner so I can really concentrate in that crease right there and really just get in there because I don't need this color everywhere. It's just mostly the crease. So we're at about almost 7 minutes now. And I didn't start right away, of course, so. Okay. You can add maybe a little bit more right here. Great. Okay. And now, like, if you wanted to add some, you know, more intenseness of it, you can use that same little corner that you did and really just kind of touch lightly, go back and across, back and forth. You see how I just got the tip of the sponge? And then you can kind of just go right in that crease, just like that, see? And then use the same corner to blend the other corner that you used for that other color. Perfect. And then you can do it on the other side. Just like that. It's interesting since I can't really see myself, but it's working out so fine. So, which should show you that anyone could do it if I'm doing it half able to see. Okay, well, there you go. Trying to get my angles right here. Okay. And then, you know, if you mess up, you can always just use your little finger and go back to kind of clean it up a little bit. There you go. And same thing on this side. There you go. Okay, so we're at 8 minutes. And now we're just going to do the mascara. Get in there. And you're going to really, I'll go into a whole mascara lesson later, but you know, you kind of just put on what you're comfortable with doing. You can do the top and the bottom. I wear glasses, so sometimes I don't do it as intense on the top. I do like to see some definition, but you know. Okay, perfect. And then I like to finish up. You can always get a palette, by the way, with different colors. I'm going to finish off with my Nutrimetics powder. Okay. Like so. I usually only do my T-zone, which is across here, down here, and in here. I don't mind shimmer. Sometimes I go a little bit under my eye. And there you go. And if you really want, you can do a little of this really shine, fun shimmer right on this top to kind of, when you're out in the sun, get a little. You can always bring it into your eye too. It's always nice to have some shimmer. I love it. Okay, so that's 10 minutes, and thank you so much. I hope that helps some of you. Any questions? I'd love to answer. So